We welcome you to IYR Talks, which we are doing every week on matters of international importance and national and local affairs. So this week, let us on international affairs. Let us discuss on the militia group threats and attacks on the at the Jordan Syria border on American soldiers, and because of that, some 3-4 people have died and others have been injured very badly. And is this issue of attack, is it supported by Iran, or it is only just like that? This so-called Islamic militants are trying to show their vengeance against the American rule and all that. So that's one point which I think you just throw some light on that thing. And then the second point also related to the American and international thing, because so far America is proved to be number one in the world to dictate their terms to the rest of the world. So now recently we have seen Ila Ufer, a Democratic woman, Congresswoman, which has got a Somalia origin. So she openly came out there, trying to say that she is even though she is an American citizen, but she has the background of the Somalian thing and all that, and this she is backing the Muslim groups in a very strong way in affecting the American administration. These are the 2 points we discussed this week.
Sure. First thing, I think that particular attack on the US installation on Syria-Jordan border is a very, very important issue and can easily trigger a much wider regional conflict in Middle East. So far, whatever is the thing, Iran as well as its affiliated militias, because Iran supports a number of militia groups in the Middle East, starting from Houthis, Hamas, Hezbollah, all these groups and a number of other splinter groups, all of them get their funding from Iran. Iran as well as these militia groups have avoided directly hitting the American interests. They may be hitting Israel, they may be hitting somebody else, but definitely not American interests, because they also know if they attack America or an American installation, the repercussions can also be very severe. So this time, everybody thought this would lead to a major conflagration in the Middle East, but better sense prevailed. We don't know still, because Biden told he has already decided on how to react to this attack on American installation. What that reaction is going to be, maybe in the next few days we will be knowing, but in all likelihood he may not attack Iran. If he attacks Iran, then it becomes a much bigger regional problem. To prevent that also, Iran has disassociated itself with these militia groups, stating that it's not as a country involved in any of these attacks, and it might have been done by some vague militia group, and also made an appeal to them to desist from doing any such attack on American interests. That's one good thing. Second, of course, is a major development. China came in support of Iran. China told if America retaliates and hits at Iran, we will not be sitting quiet. So Till now, after the Iraq war, after the collapse actually of Russia, somewhere in 90s, till now, almost all 35 years, it's a unipolar world where America is dictating everything. That is why they were able to conquer Iraq with nobody questioning. Libya also, they could just like that remove Gaddafi, no questions asked. But now, slowly, China is asserting itself, having got some economic strength, and they are now trying to support Iran. So that's another thing which will deter America from attacking Iran. And of course, I think a senior official within US also has confirmed it is no longer a unipolar world where America alone dominates. This is a good thing about that. But one thing is, which are the forces which are arrayed against USA in this part of the region? They are all fundamentalist forces, whether it's Al-Qaeda, ISIS, or Hezbollah, Hamas, a militant, fundamentalistic, with no value for life. That's where the presence of America at least is balancing that. So if America doesn't balance that, they can become reckless, and in the process, inflicting a lot of pain in those areas. America, of course, has its own strong support base there, like Jordan will support them. More importantly, Kurdish area, that's one area which is divided among 3-4 countries. Kurds by themselves are a nation. Actually, when the British left the Middle East, the Kurds asked for a separate country. It should have been granted to them at that time, somewhere after the Second World War. It's unfortunate it was not done. That's a big, I would say, injustice done to the Kurds. Part of them are left in Iraq, part of them are there in Syria, part of them are in there Turkey. And Turkey really gives them a hell of a time. I mean, always discriminating against them, not giving them proper representation. So Kurds are a really discriminated lot within Turkey. They suffered a lot when ISIS became a major force in Iraq and started ruling that portion of the Iraq and Syria, nearby Syria. But after the ISIS left, they formed some sort of a support base for America in that area. So I don't think this would really become a regional conflict at this stage, but one more drone attack on any of the American installations can lead to a major conflagration in the Middle East. So this is broadly the issue with reference to that. The second, this lady Ilhan Omar and her intemperate remarks, she is known for that. She is a Somali Muslim who came as a refugee to America. There are also allegations that she fabricated some marriage and things like that to get citizenship of America. But today, in this world, once you become a citizen of a country, born or naturalized, that country interest should become first to you. But this lady is there declaring, I am first a Somali and then a Muslim, then only an American. I think it's high time her citizenship should be revoked in America and thrown back to Somalia. But this, what is happening across West Europe and America, I don't know it's by design or by accident, huge number of Muslim refugees from different countries have come and got settled, both in Western Europe as well as in America. Now they are becoming a major force. If they are a major force for good, if they are a major force for secularism, that's a good thing. But the forces that they are representing in those countries are fundamental, very, very narrow, based on hatred for others. I think this type of a thing will not last long. All that will happen is because of this behavior of these people, The far right in the West and America is getting strengthened. Tomorrow, in case Trump really wins, part of the credit should go to people like Ilhan Omar. I mean, their excess of doing these things, taking advantage of the liberal democratic processes, but yet attacking the institutions within that country, make everybody feel repulsive. Now, this repulsion is leading to people going towards the far right rather than to the liberal democratic forces. Both that's happening in America as well as in Europe. Europe, that Netherlands, that I forget his name, some Gliding fellow. He is today a prime minister candidate only because of these forces. I think it's an unfortunate thing that the right in these countries is gaining because of the highly sectarial, narrow-minded, fanatic views some of these people are exposing in the West.